contributing to participating universities' general scholarship funds for each field goal and extra point kick. To date, Allstate has contributed millions in scholarship funds. Syracuse takes over after the failed fake at the 41-yard line, their own. And they'll go up the gut and pick up 6 solid yards from Dante Strickland.
Yeah, Clemson's defense has been out there a long time. The last time Syracuse had the ball, 16 plays, 68 yards on their drive, 6 minutes and 4 seconds, 30-yard field goal. We only have 5 minutes and 51 seconds left, and Syracuse is going to slow it down and allow that clock to run. But they've still got to try to win the game. They can't get conservative here. That's not who they are.
This will be their 73rd play. They normally like to get as close to 100 as is possible. Stay on the ground. Strickland against that tough defensive line is going to be stopped 2 yards short. There's a gigantic 3rd and 2 call. Dexter Lawrence in there, preseason All-American, along with his running buddy Christian Wilkins. They go quickly this time, and it should be a first down, and is. So they use the tempo to their advantage that time. After all that slowness, all of a sudden they go very quickly and get the first down. Coming up following our game, Washington State and Cal. That game will be played, and then we are going to have on ESPN3 and on the ESPN app coverage of coaches' press conferences, both of them, and who knows what else.
4:50 left. Coaches have a 4-minute offense, and that's when you're at the end of the ball game. Use the clock, try to keep the ball, and not have a kick to finish this game.
Dungy will keep it this time, and a late pitch to the 45 and to the 44, and he stayed in bounds. Irvin Phillips did the one smart thing there. He did not get out of bounds. We'll do something smart too and talk to Ed Nandberg.
Always, Dave, we aim to please. And coming up next, the second game of our doubleheader. Wazoo taking on Cal. 25 minutes from now, number 8 team in the country. We'll see what Luke Falk can dial up against that Bears defense. It's coming up. You got a great game there, though, Dave.
Yeah, we do, brother. Thank you so much. And now Syracuse going back to being slow again here on second down. They've run the ball 4 straight times on this drive, and no need really to do anything else but until Clemson can stop them. Dungy looks like he wanted to pitch back. Now he's in trouble, and now he is down. Sacked again. Once again, it's 99. And also 42, Christian Wilkins. Cleveland Farrell has been spectacular for the Tigers defense tonight. It's 3rd and 11.
That was a mistake by Eric Dungy. As good as he's played tonight, that can be a forward pass. It's the shuffle play up underneath. He wasn't there. Throw it into the ground and then go back and play second down and 6.
You saw on the replay that Christian Wilkins got in that passing lane in front of Strickland. Play clock at 10.
Huge 3rd down. Clemson's got to get off the field. And you don't want to give Syracuse, they're going to let the clock run down, call timeout. Don't let Syracuse get close enough to go for a 4th and 2 or 3.
Each team down to the wire with 3:08 to go. Clemson and Syracuse 2 timeouts each.
Spicy, smoky, yes. KFC's Nashville Hot is the best. No, Honey Mustard Georgia Gold is the best.
Nashville Hot. Georgia Gold.
Oh, which one is it?
Don't ask me, I'm just a painting.
Try both delicious flavors at KFC.
Hi, so I just got off the phone with our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness. So the incredibly minor accident that I had tonight...
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Today's SEC game ended on an incredible play.
All right, who's ready for some ice cream? It's our post-game ritual.
Honey, he's had a long day.
Yeah. William got ice cream. Ice cream. Who's ready for the post-game ice cream? Dad?
Honey, he's had a long day.
Witness the birth of the assassins. Assassin's Creed Origins. Rated M for mature.
Get the ultimate experience on Xbox One.
Mr. Weisbach?
You wish to know how to protect your sterling credit score.
My credit's off to a good start, but I worry my information was hacked, which kind of freaks me out.
Well, unfreak yourself out and download the free CreditWise app from Capital One. CreditWise gives you a credit score and alerts you to changes.
Even if I'm not a Capital One customer?
No! Yeah, it's free for everyone.
Thank you.
Gravity is a fickle mistress. What's in your wallet?
The amazing new iPhone 8 is at AT&T, and we know you'll love it.
Because we know you want more.
More great camera features and more power.
And more than just unlimited data, we give you unlimited plans with HBO included for life.
Because you deserve more entertainment and more spokespeople.
Talking like this, saying the word more.
AT&T.
It's time for more. Am I too close? I feel like I'm too close.
Get the iPhone 8, and with all AT&T Unlimited plans, get HBO for life, only from AT&T.
Our score in time sees a 3:08 to go. Syracuse leads the #2 team in the nation, 27-24, facing 3rd down and 11. Clemson usually defeats unranked teams. They did not defeat Pitt at home last year, but ultimately it did not cost them in the playoffs. Dante Strickland is the tailback. Dungy under pressure. The throw caught, sticks, first down. Steve Ishmael.
These guys are the real deal in the passing game. Phillips and Ishmael, two of the best receivers in the country, are showing why tonight. And that's a pressure throw by Dungy and really good protection. Now you let the clock run. Game still not near over. Clemson has 2 timeouts. They have to make a stop here.
When do you start using the timeout for Clemson?
I always used them under 2 minutes. I wanted to save them till right at the end. They've got to stop the run. If they're going to win this game, they've got to step up and stop the run, strip a ball. They have to be aggressive right now. I'm afraid the defense is worn out.
And Clemson uses one of those timeouts.
And that's because they're not stopping the run. You wouldn't normally use it this early, but you cannot allow 5 yards on first down in the running game and letting Syracuse get ahead of the chains.
While we have this timeout, let's take a look at our weekend menu served to you by Zaxby's on ABC tomorrow. The Canes try to remain undefeated as they take on Georgia Tech. That'll be a tough game in South Florida. Arkansas, Alabama on ESPN at 7:15 Eastern, and at 8 o'clock at ABC. USC against Utah. Pac-12 matchup. Here tonight on your opening act of the Friday doubleheader, we've got Washington State Cal following us, and we're sitting on the possibility of an unbeaten team being knocked from those ranks. Clemson has never led in this game. They trail now by 3. Mac, let's review that play that got them the first down and put them in great position to win here if they get them the first down.
Well, it shows you the trust that Coach Babers has in his quarterback. He fakes the run, which controls the rush. He's got one-on-one with an older guy and a young receiver. First down.
Stop the run on this play. Strickland coming into the game with 298 touches and no fumbles, and he fumbled tonight and was returned for a touchdown by Tanner Muse. So Clemson's offense has only managed 17 points. They've had 2 missed field goals as well.
And for Clemson to win, they have to get a stop or a turnover and at least force a kick, because then they have a chance to take it the length of the field and score, because they'd be down by 6.
13 to snap it. Strickland with 78 yards on the ground.
They're going to snap it with 3 seconds left and try to use all of the clock.
Mo Neal is now the tailback, number 21. They need 3 for the first down. We have whistles. We have a flag. We have delay of game.
5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
You cannot have delay of game. You just can't do it. It costs you your field position when you run the ball. The clock stops. That's an awful mistake by an older quarterback. It's like a timeout. It just gave Clemson a timeout and also moves you 5 yards back. So now you're 3rd down and 8. Changes your play selection.
219 yards and penalties, 23 flags accepted tonight in this game combined.
Clemson has to get a stop here and make them kick it a field goal.
Don't forget, following our game on ESPN3 and the ESPN app. We'll have post-game coverage of this game as Dungey takes off trying to get the first down, and he stretches for the chains. It is close. And I believe we're going to get a timeout by Clemson. That's their final timeout.
Great call by Dino Babers again.
They call a first down. It is a first down.
They pull the backside guard and tackle. They come through. He looks like he's in a drop back mode. He protects the ball, moves it down for the first down. What a call, what a run. Syracuse has played one heck of a game tonight.
That extra turn by Dungey, in the opinion of the officials, just enough for the first down. Again, following this game on the app and on ESPN3, we'll have press conferences from both coaches and other aspects of the postgame. On ESPN, you'll have Washington State and Cal. And not surprisingly, Max, the replay booth has asked for a longer look at this spot.
Yes, that's a game changer, so they've got to look at it. And you've got your offensive coordinator upstairs now looking at a chart saying you can take a knee with a certain amount of seconds left. They'd probably have one more run, and then they take a knee to finish the game because Clemson has no more timeouts.
A minute and 37 seconds away from an upset that is a seismic one in college football. Remember, it was last year Syracuse beat Virginia Tech, had that big locker room celebration that everybody saw all around on their phones and on their laptops. And I can't imagine what the celebration is going to be like in a new locker room, by the way, that they've got a nice spiffy one. What the celebration will be if they can hang on here.
And right now, Dino Babers has got a fourth down call, because if this review does say that they're short, he's got to decide, do I go field goal to make it a 6-point game, or do I go for fourth down and 1 that could be stopped? So he's still, that mind is churning right now.
You know what I'm going to ask you? What would you do?
I would go for the first down and get the game over. But it's easy. I'm up here. I'm not down there with a lead over the #2 team in the country that changes your program if you win this ball game.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. At the first
Clemson came in with 12 straight road wins, 11 straight wins overall. And there is that last timeout that they're going to take. They held up the enforcement of that timeout while the replay was being looked at. It'll be a 30-second timeout.
And what they're telling them now is our only chance to win is a strip.
Yeah.
You've got to hit a ball and knock it loose. And they're also telling them to keep your composure here at the end, because we don't want a penalty that might keep you from playing the next time we play. But you got to get a strip. You got to touch a ball. I think we'll see Syracuse run the ball one more time and then probably start taking a knee, because there's no more timeouts for Clemson.
Well, you have a first down here. Couldn't you take 4 knees or 3 knees and put this thing in?
You can, and he may. It looks like now he is going to take a knee.
Yeah, I think you can do this, and the math favors you.
It's a little unique when you're a shotgun team that your quarterback is up under the center some, but you still put him up under the center, and you have to get the proper snap.
But the thing is, you do this, Mac, all this stuff about stripping and all that, that is, pardon the expression, stripped away.
Yep.
You can't get to him.
Game's over.
Yep. You're watching the final seconds tick away from an undefeated season from Clemson. But they won a national championship with 1 loss last year. And for Syracuse and for Dino Babers in his 2nd season here, trying to get this city excited and his campus excited, this will go a long way.
Yeah, this changes your program. This is an unbelievable win.
And you see Dungey running over towards Sean Lewis, one of the offensive coaches, and he takes an extra few steps back just to make sure. We're at 50 seconds.
One more snap. It'll be a little crazy in that dressing room. And what Clemson's got to do is go regroup. They've got a great football team. They didn't do the things they needed to do tonight to win the game.
They've got a bye week coming up. They've got a chance to get their starting quarterback, Kelly Bryant, healthy. He was knocked out of this game with a concussion. And for Syracuse, party time. The upset pulled by the Orange. They defeat Clemson 27-24. Let's get down to the field. Jen Latta standing by with Dino Babers in a moment. And we're trying to find Jen and make sure she's okay, as many people have just spilled out of the stands. So Jen will be with us in a moment, talking to Dino Babers. I can't see either one of them in this crowd right now.
Nothing feels better than a huge upset over a top-ranked team at your home, sharing the celebration with your fans on the field.
What was your first one that you remember? When you were in North Carolina, you might have had an upset, right? What was the first big one?
Remember, we beat a really good Georgia Tech team, and the students tore the goalpost down. In fact, I got in trouble. I said, I enjoyed that so much, I want to see it again. I got a call from the chancellor that said, let's don't be encouraging students to tear down goalposts.
And on the other end of it, of course, it'll be a long trip back to South Carolina, but a chance to rebuild physically and mentally for this team. They'll have 15 days before they take the field against Georgia Tech.
Yeah, Dabo Swinney's one of the most positive guys I've ever seen. He'll pick them up in the dressing room tonight and say, we've got to get better, we got to do things better, but let's go back to work. And they lost to Pittsburgh last year and won a national championship. So we can't say that they're out of the race for sure.
That is absolutely the case.
Dino Babers, this bunch may never make it to the dressing room.
Well, I don't think the fans are going to let he or Eric Dungy make it.
And they won't care.
No, I think they're going to be perfectly okay with whatever time they finally make it back to their lockers. And really, you know what? For Dino Babers, here's a great chance to connect with your fans literally and figuratively. And Jen is ready with Dino. Jen, go ahead.
We have Dino Babers here. He is graduating a comment for his players. Coach, he's soaking it all in. Coach, what does this mean for the program?
You know, I'm just so happy for the young men. Look at Duncan, look at Zaire. They've been here so long, and to give them a win like this over the #2 ranked team in the country, they believed, they had faith, and I'm just so proud of them and the football players.
You told us there's no such thing as pretty good in your program. Can you describe this word?
We don't use that word. What we say is we don't settle. So we're not going to settle in our program. We're going to strive to be the best we can be. We're going to give the glory where it belongs. And aren't these fans great? Look at these fans. It's the Loud House. It's the Loud House.
Step over here and talk to the quarterback. You were playing hurt. Where did you want to go? Doesn't help in that game.
I'm never going to give up, and it's the guys around me. So it's like I love this, but it's all the guys around me. The defense did a great job today. All that. week, but at the end of the day, everyone here, we want people that believed in us on our team. That's all that matters. I mean, we're 4-3. We should be 7-0. That's what we think. So I love these guys. I'm always going to battle for these guys, and it's awesome to be on. So,
guys, back up to you.
Jen, thank you very much. Stay safe down there. It's pretty crazy, but an incredible win for Syracuse to defeat Clemson, the #2 team in the nation, 27-24. Clemson never had a lead in this game. You got a choice here. If you want to watch a little more football, we don't blame you. Washington State and Cal is going to be a great one on ESPN. If you'd like to stay and work around this reaction with us, ESPN3 and ESPN app, we will have post-game reaction, Clemson and Syracuse locker rooms and coaches. The final score for the final time, Syracuse over Clemson, 27-24. Coming up next on ESPN, Washington State and California. For Mac and Jen, Dave Lamont and our crew saying so long from Syracuse.
You're watching Dos Equis Tailgate Week.
We take you across